Okay, hi guys. I would like to officially welcome you to the Gathering West 2022 Buyers Webinar. We have a few things to go over today, and it covers some tips and tricks for you guys to make sure that you guys are getting the most out of this meeting platform, meeting portal, and make sure that you guys are going to have a good show come early February. Today we have myself and Olivia. You may recognize me if you attended the gathering in October, and then you've probably recognized Olivia from a couple of the other gift and souvenir portfolio shows. We are here to help you guys and record this webinar to make sure that you guys know what you're doing, and if you have any questions you can come back to it. Like I said, this is recording, so we will upload this to the left-hand sidebar that you'll see here shortly at the end, and I'll also be uploading a PowerPoint that kind of covers all of this as well, a little more in depth, to make sure that you guys have those resources in case you have any questions. But also feel free to email me at any point in time. I monitor my email pretty closely, and I pride myself on my quick responses. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email and ask. So we can go ahead and get started. We're going to go over our platform overview with editing your individual profile and managing your availability. We will also cover browsing your recommendations, searching for exhibitor representatives, and then requesting a meeting. And then this special little new category that we have, buyers without meetings. And don't be scared of that. Trust me. It's for everybody's benefit at the end of the day, and I'll explain once we get there. So let's first start off with platform overview. So I've already logged in. Logging in is the same. If you were in the platform in the Gathering October show of 2021, your login information should be the same, email and password, unless that has been updated. If it has been updated, then you would be required to enter in that registration ID, and the email will provide that for you, and then you just create a new address. Before you get this view, you do log on and you will see this view. We have a few new onboarding questions for you to fill out, and this is also always, you're also always able to edit this information, like it says, by clicking on your profile icon in the top right corner. So be sure to scroll through this, enter in your information. You'll also be able to discuss whether or not you want your contact details shared with, whether it's private or public, or with just your connections that you've made. And then also our privacy policy. It's all encompassing to make sure that this meeting portal works for you and gives you those proper recommendations based off of what you are looking for. So back to here, say I entered it in and I want to go and edit my profile. We click this button right up in the top right hand corner. If at any point in time you want to update your picture, hit this pencil button. You'll select a file. We recommend it being a 1000 by 1000 pixel image. If it's not that, any image can do. It'll just be a square, so you may have to crop a little bit, and that could be a little funky. So perfect square is recommended. Hit save, and then that should update. You can always change your first and last name, and then, like I mentioned before, contact details. You can update your email and your phone number, and then update this visibility here, like I said. So private means nobody can see it. Connections only, those who you've shown an interest, they've shown it back. You can chat, they'll be able to see this information, or you could just make it public if you want people to reach out to you directly post-show or whatever. You can also always update your job title and your company. Make sure you look through these things. Geographical area is a big one that people sometimes search based off of. So you can select or deselect any at any point in time. You can edit and then just hit update. Update your city and your location. One of the main, there's these three main questions are going to be very big, and those are the these are huge when it comes to making meetings. So this question is, are you the main meeting organizer for your company? We have decided to ask this question this time because I know a lot of buyers travel as a team, and sometimes you take meetings as a team. And I know that there was quite a few of the buyers last time that would receive meetings, and we would be reaching out to you. You know, we pester you just a little bit to make sure that you guys are getting in there. And we want to make sure that if you're not making the meetings for yourself, if somebody else is doing that for you, we don't want you to be hassled with a bunch of emails and a bunch of people trying to contact you. So if you're not making your meetings for yourself, go ahead and select no, and this will make sure that nobody will be able to send a meeting request to you. They can reach out to you. If they still make that connection, they can chat you and you can say, hey, this is my coworker, message her about a meeting or him about a meeting, and we'll get one on the books. I'm not doing it for myself. Yes means that you'll be making the meetings for yourself or your company together as a team. And so hopefully that will make your calendar a little bit more clear as we get to the show. Once you've done that, hit update. And then the next two ones are very big too. So before, this used to be one question. We've split it up now to help make even better recommendations for you guys. So these are your main products interested. So these are those bigger categories for you guys. So say you want to look for apparel, and you know, all of these, you just like any of the other ones, you can take away as you update or add as many as you want. Hit update. And then these the sub ones are a little bit more in depth when it comes to apparel and gift, or jewelry and accessories, or beach and swimwear related. So again, you can update those at any point in time, take away something that you don't want anymore, and hit update. Not all of these questions are shown on the front end, or what exhibitor representatives can see. Some of this is just for the AI and our platform to make sure that they're recommending the proper people for you guys. And then you can also include a little summary about yourself and your company, what you guys stand for, you know, anything like that, whatever you feel good. And then at the end, hit update profile and look for this little green box up at the top. If you see green, that means it's all saved. And if you want to see what your profile looks like at any point in time, you can go here and hit view profile. And this is what any of those companies can see, those exhibitor reps can see, to make sure that they are, you know, matching your interests. I would say the next important part after answering these three questions is managing your availability. This is for you guys to make sure that people aren't sending you meeting requests during times that you don't want to meet. So say you are not going to be at the site on the last day, Thursday the 10th. So you can check that and it will mark you as unavailable for the entire day. Make sure you hit save changes. You can also edit based off of, say, I don't want to make meetings early in the morning or late in the afternoon from 11:45. That's too late. Say from like 4 to 5, I don't want to make a meeting. And then so you can hit save changes and it'll mark you unavailable. And then you can always go in and edit that when needed. I know there was a little bit of confusion last time about our time zones. Everything will be updated for Pacific time. So you don't ever have to worry about that, though it may show up as East Coast time on your calendar now. Once you are over in San Diego, everything will be updated to the correct times based off of Pacific time for the show. So you don't have to worry about, you know, changing it 3 hours later or anything like that. That's all updated automatically from the platform. And I just wanted to make you guys aware of that because I know there was some confusion about that last time, and I completely understand. From there, I know we were talking about recommendations, so let's go home. This is our home page, and we have it set up to where you can see an easy view of your next 3 meetings, potentially 2 or 3 meetings on your schedule. You can also go over here and hit my schedule to see the longer list of meetings, if you want to see a more full schedule. It's listed by date and then time. You can see that we have a pending meeting, and a waiting response meeting, and a confirmed meeting. Pending means that is something that you need to accept. You need to go in and say accept or decline, or you can reschedule, or you can message the meeting organizer and say, hey, can you send another request at a different time or something. And then once you do that, that will update to confirmed or declined. So I'm going to hit decline so you can see it, and you can see that it just goes away if it's declined. If you are in a waiting response, that means you sent a meeting to somebody and you're waiting for them to respond to you, just like we did that. So we're waiting for them. If they've declined it, it'll show up red and declined. If they've confirmed, it'll show up green. If at any point in time you can hover over here and you say, okay, so I'm meeting with Olivia Prescott at 10:30 on Wednesday the 9th, but then I'm meeting with potentially Cameron on Tuesday, February 8th. And I know one of the contentions last time too was, printing this schedule. I know we like to send our schedules to.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Ooh, so where did I leave off?
It's always right at this point too, for some reason.
Yeah.
You were discussing how there were complaints in the past about exporting your schedule.
Exporting the schedule, yes.
Yeah.
So there is a button for it, but it is a little tricky to find. And I have suggested putting it on the My Schedule tab. Maybe some way down the line we'll get that for you. But for right now, if you go to your profile image here, this edit, you can see export meetings down here. You can export them as an Excel or a CSV, and you can really tailor that and trim it down to what you need. So if you just want the name of the person you're meeting, the company, and the time, then that's all you need. You can trim that down because it exports a lot of information for you about the company and the people that you're meeting with. So you can trim it as you see fit, which is really nice. And so hopefully this will help some of you, because I know for me, I like to have paper. I know you guys see me walk around with my notebook and everything. Something in hand is how I get things done. So that is your schedule. Then from either the home page here or on the side, you can look at the recommended for you. It will recommend products, representatives for companies, and companies themselves that match your interests. So as you can see here, we've got, a couple exhibitor reps. We've got, well, these are all reps, but they do typically recommend exhibitors as well. So if at any point in time you want to express interest, you can show interest. You can add a personal message by showing interest, to get this chat started. If you do show interest, let's say with them, it will pop down. You can read a little bit more about them. It's very nice. You can also request a meeting. So say I go to my connections and I want to request a meeting. I already have one, but say I want to request a meeting, I can do that here. And we heard you guys last time, longer meeting times, different meeting links. We have that this time. We have meeting links of 30 minutes, 60 minutes, and 90 minutes. If you have any meetings going past the 30, 60, or 90, you will we suggest either sending a separate meeting request. So if you're doing 2 hours, you can do a 90 and a 30 or 2 60s. Or you can put in the personal message, I think this is going to be longer. Can you please go on to that, manage my availability, and block out that time so nobody else can request a meeting for you during that time. And so these are all listed. I'll show you one here. So you can see here that we've got 8:30 to 10, that's a 90-minute. You got 8:30 to 9, that's a 30-minute, 8:30 to 9:30. So it's listed based off of the start times. And so you can go in there and start requesting meetings. Just be sure to pay attention to what you're doing, depending on what time length you want. So you can do, say I do this 90-minute, your location will already update to the 90-minute location. Just make sure you're choosing your date and then hit send. We're very excited about it to give this to you guys and get it to work out. So just be sure you're paying attention to which one that you are choosing. Going back to home and continuing with this networking, you can also always look at the interested in use. So these are the people that showed interest in you first. And then you can finish that connection, that pre-show handshake, if you will, and start messaging and connecting there. Nobody has interacted with me, so I can't show you that, but we also have the full list of the exhibitors that will be at the event, and then a full list of the exhibitor representatives who are part of those companies. So you can go search based off of that. You can also search based off of, those products that you're looking for, main and subcategories, or job title, if anybody's interested in you, or location at that point as well. From there, we have our subcategories list. These are your connections that you've made, that you've been talking to. All of your connections will also show up over here in your chat. This is the list that's people you've interested, but they haven't, interacted back with you yet. And then your skip list. So if you ever skip somebody and you're like, hey, actually, I want to meet with them, you can still go back and find them. It's not gone away forever, which is nice. So yeah, I think that about covers what so then I mentioned the buyers no meetings before, so I just want to go over that again. If you are not making your own meetings, make sure you hit no for that, so we can make sure that you are not reached out to, because our buyers and our exhibitors, they want to meet with you, they want to meet with each other, and we just want to make sure that everybody schedules are as concrete as possible before the show, and there's not a lot of confusion and not a lot of time slots being taken up for both of you, for both the representatives of the companies and you guys.
Can you just remind us one more time where this video recording will live, and also the PowerPoint will live as well, the how-to?
Yes. So once we're done here, I will be uploading the video, and I will be probably uploading the PowerPoint a little later on today. There's a few tweaks I got to do, but they will live over here in this left-hand corner, probably above privacy, below my skip list. So if you have at any point any questions, you forget my email, heaven forbid, this is right at your fingertips. If I don't answer quick enough, you can go look at the PowerPoint or rewatch this video at any point in time. I will go back here and show you my email address. So this is mine. Feel free to email me, like I said. I will get to you as soon as possible with any questions, and we look forward to seeing you at the show in February. All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later.
Thanks, Cameron.
Bye, guys.